Borough 1 point in 2 games. We said Hellberg 4 wins in a row, and look, let's give it a bit of time and make judgments. But it's gone to another game where not only have they not won, they haven't scored. That's only the second blank for Middlesbrough at home this season. They have been so good at home, Borough, haven't they? Yeah, 24 points in 11 games at the Riverside, so well over 2 points per game at home. But yeah, not quite happening. Hellberg, very honest in his post-match, said they didn't deserve the win. They didn't do enough. Could have been even worse. And a couple of my bold predictions have had Hayden Hackney. Let me take a sip of this stuff. Hayden Hackney making 46, or even, if they have to go the Wembley route, 49 appearances for Borough. That would have scuppered it if he'd got red carded here. And I think, was it Aaron McLean on the comms? Said, yeah, it looked very much like he could have gone for violent conduct there. Big frustrated swipe there for Hackney, and that would have seen him out for 3-game ban for violent conduct. So they'll be pleased that that didn't happen, Borough. And I guess they'll also be pleased that, it cuts both ways, doesn't it? If you're in second place and nobody wins below you, that's kind of good news. Ipswich, Hull, Preston, none of them making any ground. So the gap is still a 5-point promotion gap for Middlesbrough. But keep your eye on it. Little bit of a drop-off. Next up, Middlesbrough versus Hull. That is 2nd versus 4th. Interesting one, that one. In terms of Blackburn confused me. I decided that they weren't right. They're struggling now. I've got Blackburn wrong. I had Blackburn being kind of a bit unlucky and a bit hapless, but ultimately quite good. And then I look at the data after this one, and it's only 1 loss in 6. So these draws maybe are confusing me for Rovers. 4 draws in 6. I can't read my own writing, but I think it says 19 points in 12. So I'm wrong to say, they are trending down badly. They're in 18th, and they have, what's the gap now at the moment? They have a 4-point gap, so the tide has been rising, but Rovers have obviously put 4 points on the board in the last 2 games, so they are basically a part of the rising tide, and they're going with it. I'm still a little bit confused, but let's go back to Blackburn being all right and having a fairly innovative manager. And as we've said a few times, the injury crisis, if they can now keep on the pitch Ohashi, Goodjohnson and Campwell as a kind of attacking spearhead, they should be all right. But hey, rising tide can do funny things down at the bottom, can't it? Middlesbrough 0, Blackburn 0.